Mexico now.
Yes. Wow. Wow, that's a beautiful tree behind you.
Right? I'm at U of O.
Wow.
Visiting Gallia. She did improv yesterday.
Wow, like theater.
Yeah, she does this comedy improv group.
Oh, how
Yeah.
cool.
She just discovered it all by herself, and she's becoming so independent. She's just blossoming down here.
Oh,
I went anyway. I went to the outdoor pursuit dorm, which was the ganja pursuit dorm, basically. Gano. It was Gano. I went for freshman year. I came here for freshman year, and then I was like, I am partying way too much. I can't handle this freedom. I need, I couldn't do it. I was just going into debt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Memories. I can't help it, right? Memories. You're like back on college campus, right?
Yeah, when you're that age, yeah, those memories are just seared into your mind.
Yeah.
Now at our age,
Yeah.
you could lose years and like, what? But yeah, 18, 19.
Actually, it really felt I'm not I wasn't planning to talk about this. We don't really know. We are going to talk about something, but I feel like I want to talk about this because of the land. Oh, the Devas are really coming in right now. Do you know much about them?
A little.
Little. I don't know that much either, but I think this is what the Schumann resonance is about. Is the light codes of
Mhm,
information. We are remembering things.
mhm,
So anyway, I'm remembering the Devas now, and that's they're absolutely related to all the blood mysteries because they're tracking the land. They're the gatekeepers of the fourth dimension. That's what they said.
mhm.
So anyway, they're making me reminisce about going to college here because I'm
Oh,
sitting on the land and the land has memories.
mhm,
So when we do ley line grid work around the planet, the light workers like Keleena,
mhm,
they're going back to the land they used to walk in a past life,
mhm,
and they're triggering memories. They're undoing disassociation of their multidimensional mind by
mhm,
going barefoot on the land they used to walk. And the Devas remember your footprint. They keep track of our biometrics, and it's like plugging in a node of a computer system of information, like two nodes coming together. When that
mhm,
biometric marker of your footprint touches the earth of the land you used to live on.
mhm,
So I'm downloading that. Amy's downloading that. You just went on a trip, right? You
mhm.
know, the land holds things. I don't know. For some reason, they already just want me to sit with that big time. I feel like they don't even want me to talk. They just want me to think about that.
Mhm,
Okay, so but I want you to talk. So I'm going to ask you a question.
mhm.
Um, tell me about Oscar Wilde. Let's segue. Tell me about his energy. Like, what do you feel and you intuitively feel into his energy and memories of his artwork and inspiration? I was thinking of an actress to also call in, and I really love Parker Posey. I really want to balance the masculine and feminine, and I wanted to call in Oscar Wilde. So,
Mhm.
but I want to listen for a little bit because I'm feeling a lot of nostalgia right now.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, Oscar Wilde. I remember when I was a kid always hearing his name, and I always thought that Oscar Wilde, he's a wild guy.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
and yeah, he is. And that does tie into you being on college, rebellious youth. That's when you're young, you're just you just want to taste the world. You want to go out there, you want to go see and explore, and And the world, of course, most of us, it tamps us down. We get punished. We get those shiny edges just knocked right off. And then, yeah, I think that's what happened to Oscar. I think he was a creative fount, and he called out so much hypocrisy from
Oh,
the Victorian age, that
yeah.
it was like the height of human hypocrisy is the English in the Victorian age. So he was a homosexual, and I think he had a wife, but yeah, he was very popular because he's an incredible wit, but he just got so bold, and yeah, he wanted to love who he wanted to love, and yeah, he ended up in jail because that was unseemly back then. And he went into a very, very awful, funky jail and was like really destroyed. That blithe spirit of his was really destroyed. And he came out, I think, yeah, that was his dark night of the soul. And I think he died pretty soon afterwards. He was just, the society which had embraced him because he made them laugh, because he wrote all these really witty comedies. And as soon as his scandal came, he was canceled. So everybody turned their back on him. And yeah, it was a big lesson of yeah, and maybe that's a lesson for you if
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm resonating with what you're saying. Totally.
Mhm,
Hypocrisy. And that it's interesting. I'm here because my freshman year felt like you said rebellious. Yeah.
mhm,
It also felt, oh, hi, maybe.
mhm,
It also felt like a renaissance year where I didn't just take I took like a little bit of everything.
mhm,
I studied astronomy and math and philosophy and piano and yoga and maybe an up, I don't know. You know what I mean? It
mhm,
was so fun. So there was that touch on like there's all this, but there's a lot of hypocrisy too, right?
mhm,
Here. There's hypocrisy. I
mhm,
don't need to go into it about the school, but
mhm.
I know how I can bring that up in traffic court. So, yeah, that resonates. So, I'll guess let's just channel him now. All right.
Okay.
Um, okay, I'm calling in Oscar Wilde's higher self to help me prepare for traffic court coming up. I have 4 tickets out: registration, seatbelt, phone, and license. My license was suspended while I was driving. Dear Kelly, well, look where you are. You are in the middle of the intellectual renaissance energy of a campus, okay? And you're considering this court date where you are going to stand before a judge as a mother, a single mother with 4 kids dealing with a low income situation, and you're going to present your situation to a judge. And you want to have fun with it because you see the ridiculousness of it, that like you didn't have a choice in any of this so far. You are at the mercy of that judge. So, what power do you have in this situation? Okay, you are kind of a victim of society right now. And the only power that you have is the art that you bring to life. It's the beauty and the joy that you can bring from having zero external support or encouragement, or not 100%, but in the situation with the judge. All right, you're on trial for these decisions that you made or this paperwork that you didn't turn in. It was mostly paperwork. I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Okay, am I harming anybody driving on the road when I'm not wearing a seatbelt? Am I harming anyone else with lack of registration and and that was all just paperwork. I had to deal with the New York DMV from Oregon. It's impossible. I tried. They made it hard. The only reason I will be in that courtroom is because of injustice. I shouldn't have to waste my time in a courthouse because of someone else's laws. So the power that I have, and he's just merging with me, so I'm speaking in first person, but the power that I have in that courtroom is to charm that judge. That's I did talk to a super dyke lesbian.
Mhm.
And I told her that I really wanted to pull some Rosa Parks pranks because I'm this single mom and I'm frustrated. And she goes, Rosa Parks worked with the NAACA or whatever for years before they did that. That was very organized and structured and planned out. And you can't do that by yourself, Kel. And then all of a sudden these tickets show up. It was just like the same week I was talking to her. And so here's my opportunity to go to court and make a scene. And I thought, what more fun way to make a scene? So the power that you have and she recommended the reason she recommended just trying to get out of the fees, not trying to make a scene, but actually make the scene get you out of those fees. And at 19, I did get a ticket for jaywalking and I wrote a poem to the judge and he loved it. He kept it. He still charged me. So I need to make it charming enough that I lighten his mood. I lighten his frequency with levity and beauty. So I get dressed up for him and then go in and you'll have your poem written and you're going to read the poem. So read it with as much confidence as you can as a performer. Write it with the strategy to get out of trouble. Okay. Explain with fact why you didn't have your registration. Okay. Don't lean so much on them feeling sorry for you. That's not the energy you want. You want justice. You want to show that there's injustice here, that you do your best as a human being and you don't deserve to be punished. Okay. Let's tell this story with flair. Okay. Have fun and listen to your heart as you write it. Okay. Be sincere with where you're coming from. You're speaking for other single moms right now. Okay. So be respectful with what you say, but tell their story. Okay, Kel? That's what you're doing. You're telling the story of the mother who has been not treated well, but you don't want people feeling sorry for you. I love that Sabrina Carpenter line, I can't relate to desperation. That's the new energy for women on the planet now. We don't relate to desperation, okay? We know what we have control over. And once you start meditating and you explore that, it's like ever expansive. Okay, that's complete. Thank you, Oscar Wilde.
Thank you, Oscar Wilde.
Okay, hi. I honestly, before I channel, I don't feel anything. It's only when I start talking that the energy I start resonating with whatever that is happening. And then the more I get into it, like I flow and I was going in and out of first person, right? Oh my gosh. It's very
Yeah.
ADHD. I
I
guess it's what
bet.
I it's also like multiple personalities, right?
Yeah. Gosh.
What do you think? What do you think? What is your response to that?
That was really good advice. I thought that was really sweet. Yeah, have
Yeah,
you
it was.
huh?
Go ahead. No, I want to listen more.
Have you started writing the poem yet, or were you gonna wait to see what he says?
I already drafted initially, but I have been
Mhm.
thinking about what I would tweak about it, and then I was waiting to do this. before I because it's Wednesday. So I have 3 more days, and I've also just been in the back of my mind thinking, what am I going to wear? How am I going to get the kids there? What else, calendar stuff, just like basic. Don't really screw up on paperwork. Like get the details right before you go in.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.
yeah, the artistic part, I wanted to wait till all that stuff was settled, and then I could feel freer to write and be emotional about it.
Mhm.
That's making
Mhm.
me think of the whole structure concept of discipline.
Mhm.
Um, that theme came up in the last video. The discipline helps with the anxiety.
Mhm.
And I feel like Oscar Wilde was touching on that, right? He's like, if you just go in in your heart, passionate, without a plan, and you just
Mhm.
want to be like spontaneous, it's not going to be uh, as effective without some sort of grounded structure of it,
Mhm.
right? And my guides are very serious about this awakening. This isn't just like, oh, I'm choosing to wake up. No, I have a role as a leader to influence people,
Mhm.
and that requires structure, because they
Mhm.
want me to do as good a job as I can and excellent. They want me to go as fast as I can and bring as many people as possible.
Mhm.
It's like it feels Shaolin warrior training, you know?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
discipline is part of it. They're like, that's why the discipline's important, because you can't be a leader without a backbone. And your backbone requires muscles.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in, right? It's multidimensional.
Yeah, that's the divine masculine, I think. That's the support.
Mm-hmm.
And you have all this flowing, beautiful divine feminine energy, and then it just needs that support to sort of yeah, help it grow and help it do it. Mhm. And so Wednesday is the day, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Wednesday at
I
4. I'm going to have to bring the kids with me because it's at
mhm,
4. So it's going to be straight from school.
mhm.
And yeah. Okay.
That's
So,
gonna
yeah. No, go ahead.
oh, that's supposed to be a big day energetically.
Really? The 20,
Yeah,
is it the 29th or
the
something?
21st.
Oh, the 21st. I'm a week off. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, like that moon that was on the 12th, that was like kind of opening energy, and then the 21st, and then I think the 23rd and the 24th, it's going to be like big timeline shifts.
I'm
So
already
there.
feeling that. I am feeling the timeline shift. I'm
Mhm.
talking to Devas now.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to channel Parker Posey now.
All right.
As I said, I was gonna channel Queen Alyssa, and I never did. I didn't get to it, and I don't
No.
want to not do it. And I was like, I need a woman to channel, and I was like, who's my favorite actress?
Ah,
She's one of my favorites, like personality wise. I would want to bring her energy in, right?
yes, the
Right?
party girl.
Sassy and like witty and like confident and okay, so right now I'm gonna do that. Oh my god. I'm getting cold here, so I had to put socks on. Okay. Parker Posey. Oh my gosh. I just heard her voice say, like, hello, Kelly. Like, wow, how flattering that you would like to bring my energy into your courtroom. I just want to say that, like, fake it till you make it. You walk into a room and you just decide the character that you are wanting to portray, project, you just decide it. That's it. It's very decisive. You just decide that you are this confident CEO who wears 4-inch heels like they're no problem. And that judge already loves you. You just decide everything is the way you want it to be. This is definitely what your daughter Kamar is bringing in. She's a little witch, right? She just decides mom is going to take me to Target today and I'm just got to remind her to get in the car. And if you don't know what you're doing at 3 o'clock that day, you're highly likely to take her to Target, right? So that judge, what kind of day is he having? Is he having a bad day? Did he have a fight with his wife in the morning? Okay, we look at these professionals as though they have a degree and they're there and they're above us. No, they are human. They have feelings. They're wearing a suit and they have an office and a title, but they are no different from you. Okay, you can influence them by having your frequency be more dominant, and then they will follow your dominant frequency. So that's what you do, Kel. When you walk into that room, you own it. Okay, you own it and you think ahead of time about as many details that you want in place as possible. And then you walk in as though that's what's happening. Have fun. Okay, she's gone now.
That was so weird. Your voice changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing? Can I do this? And then I just like she did. It's weird. It's a very faithful thing. It's like you
Mhm,
have to step into your doubt
mhm,
even now, still now. So it's like I need people to pull me into challenging this because there's doubt there and that's uncomfortable to like do something that you're not sure. You can't guarantee.
mhm,
It's like a risk.
mhm,
So that's why these lives are hard because there's a bit of risk, you know, but
mhm,
it's also powerful to open up to more frequencies, you know.
mhm, mhm,
So that's why it comes in stronger while I'm live, actually. It wouldn't have
mhm.
come in like that if I was just channeling um, by myself.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
The other people?
Where two or more are gathered, it's
Mhm,
exponential. So these
mhm,
are more powerful channelings to be in a group.
mhm,
Imagine being in person in a group,
mhm.
stronger, and being with
Yeah.
you, even you anchoring the energy makes it like I don't feel any resistance. I feel less
Mhm,
doubt
mhm,
just because you're engaged with the question and the intention with me.
mhm,
It's like you give me permission to
mhm,
explore this thing that I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know if I'm going to hear anything. I can't guarantee it. But because you're willing to take that risk with me, and that's
mhm,
the power of women's circles. When we get together in women's circles, we are holding intentions. We're holding space for each other. And what that means is we're charging the frequency of the room, of the environment, of the space that's encapsulated with the walls and the structure. We're setting intentions and we're raising the frequency. And if all of our intentions are the same, that frequency's stronger. That's important. When you're
mhm,
gathered, the frequencies need to be in alignment,
mhm,
right? Then they'll be more powerful. If they're out of alignment, then there's going to be more density because there's people gathered.
mhm,
So
mhm,
that's also what they said about the holy days around the year.
mhm,
Um, they're powerful because of the intentions that have been put into them over centuries.
mhm.
That's why they're powerful. Everything's power comes from intention and quantity of intention. That's kind of the
Mhm.
equation, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, the intention has to be in alignment. So the
Mhm.
quantity and also effort. So how many people, how much effort, and then are those intentions the same? And I think that's how collectives are built because it's energetic. It's whoever's matching your intention, doesn't matter where they are. If they're
Mhm.
matching your intention, then you're part of a collective with that intention. And that's the same thing with spirit guides. They take on personalities that we can identify with. We resonate with the intention that that personality influences, or we don't.
Mhm.
Okay, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been really feeling the intensity. Like, wow, really wild dreams. Yeah, I was dreaming about going in between different dimensions, and I had this thing that somebody had given to me, which made me like immune because there were other like, nefarious beings that wanted to catch me, and so I was going through these things, and but then it was wearing out, but then, yeah, I saw these just really surreal scenes, like
Wow.
penguins rowing boats, and yeah, it was really weird. But yeah, I think there's a lot of interdimensional stuff going on right now because it is really getting weird.
Wow. Was it scary? This is your dream time?
Yeah, no, it was just really bizarre, and it was like, oh, this wasn't a dream. This
Yeah.
was me doing some kind of work in between. But
Hmm.
yeah, definitely feeling. And yeah, and whenever I go out to meditate on the earth and I like put my feet on the earth, yeah, just I feel this surge of energy, just like going right, like, yeah, the earth is really waking up energetically, I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely being called to listen more to my sentient body.
Mhm.
Definitely. They want me I channeled a video I'm going to publish tomorrow because we're doing this today, so I just put it for tomorrow.
Mhm.
But they said they talked a lot about light language and how it bypasses the critical mind. Like if you try to communicate through language and words, you have to go through your left brain to do that.
Mhm.
So they're saying it's really hard to understand ascension with words, especially in the English language.
Mhm.
So they want us to honor all the world languages and
Mhm.
become aware that English is being dominant and it's closing other languages off. Maybe there's a lot to this, why they don't like English. But when you listen to light language, I hear other languages in light language sometimes. Do you? Right?
Yeah, like
Like,
Japanese. Yeah,
wait, which one?
like Japanese.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
even the romance languages, I hear like, stuff like that.
Amor, amor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think they're wanting to introduce light language and they're saying you want to bypass the critical mind and that's what's going to be weird for people. They're going to listen to light language and go, this doesn't make any sense. She's cuckoo. But there's a reason for that
Mhm.
because we want you to use your imagination. I don't know who I'm channeling right now. It must be Anna because she's just with me
Mhm.
strong right now.
Mhm.
But and the devas, she's working with the devas, which are the ones who put that white fur on the stump. It was the devas.
Mhm.
And anyway, they want to start bringing in contextual background for light language to be introduced because that's going to be a huge stepping stone to having first contact. That's what light language is. You're speaking as you can in a human body the
Mhm.
language of extraterrestrials and animals and light beings on the planet,
Mhm.
Earth based light beings. So
Mhm.
you're talking about the energy. I know you're such a feeling person. You feel the energy. So, yeah, they want us to think more outside, like right-brained, or left. What is it? Right-brained. They
Yeah,
want
I
us to
think
get comfortable with that.
yeah, that was what I got intuitively when I was watching Keleena. Like, yeah, she's trying to get through into our subconscious and
Yeah.
and I was watching activations with JJ the other day, and she said they told us to just just talk like her, or just like Parker Posey said, fake it till you make it. Just kind of play around with the sounds, and yeah, maybe have it be really intuitive, because I never play around with sounds. I should take my own advice.
You're integrating it by talking about it right now.
Mhm. Yeah,
You're
because
on your
yeah, and get out of that fear that, oh, if anybody hears me, they're gonna think I'm nuts.
exactly. Exactly. And yeah, we all care about what people think, and it does look weird. That's what I'm thinking when I watch Keleena. I'm like, she's so brave.
Yeah, she
She's so brave.
is.
For that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Mm, no, just I'm very proud of Galia. I'm glad that she's gonna get out. When is she graduating?
June. This.
June. Wow. Big brava to Galia.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she picked up where I left off, and she finished the job and graduated,
Mm.
or she almost. But yeah, I'm wow, such a big deal. My gosh, I should feel that. I should take some time and really feel that. You know.
Mm. Yeah, you did a good job, Mama.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the art of being. That's in the title. The Devas want us to understand the art of being. And isn't it fun? Like Oscar Wilde and Parker Posey and this theatrical, and Galli's doing improv,
Mhm.
and the art of being is showing up. Like
Mhm.
it's like you explore your senses and your interests. That's why we're supposed to be human. That was the whole point of being human, was to
Mhm.
enjoy it.
Mhm.
So yes, we are going to enjoy it as we ascend. We are. We're not going to have a Jesus story where it's all painful.
Mhm.
He wasn't actually, I don't think he was suffering. I'm learning more about what was going on for him.
Yeah, he
Mm-mm.
was in a trance.
Well, actually, when I read the child sex slave memoir,
Mhm.
there's a very dramatic scene at the end where she's experiencing extreme torture,
Mhm.
and her lover is looking in her eyes while it's happening, coaching her through it because he'd gone through it too.
Mhm.
And he was looking her in the eyes, and he was describing how it can be pleasurable.
Mhm.
Yeah. 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 So if you go far enough, you find out that like it's all a spiral, it's a loop. It's like,
Mhm.
have you ever heard this concept where the deeper you go into earth, you actually go into outer space?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
not really a circle. We're not really in a sphere. We're not really.
Mhm.
We're in like a fifth dimensional object where
Mhm.
it's like layers of worlds within worlds.
Mhm.
Like, or if you go to outer space, you find that you're actually inside the middle of something,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, it's
Things,
like a cell.
things are not what they appear.
Uh-huh.
That Labyrinth movie was so well done, right?
Yeah. Oh God, we were so lucky to have movies like that when we were kids.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to finish this. Thank you for joining me.
thank you.
Have a beautiful day.
Oh, you too. Take care.
All right. Bye.